What's up, everybody? Well, we're back here on the plantation again today on Farming Simulator 17. We're still haven't made the switch over to 19, waiting on mods. I just cannot bring myself to play 19 with a forwarder and a harvester and a chainsaw. I mean, I don't know, I just can't do it. So we're waiting on mods. It's coming pretty soon. In fact, the first, let's see, this is Friday, January the 18th, 2019. And on the 25th, so what's that? A week from today, FDR is going to release the first mod for 19, which will be a Tiger Cat 880 loader. I've seen a couple of, well, they had a little video of the claw opening and closing. That's about it. But I've seen some screenshots. It looks nice. Looks real nice. Okay, so kind of waiting on that, and I've cut a few more trees. I'm not sure if we did that in the last video or not, but anyway, I've got a few more trees cut. We'll come back and open this up a bit more, but we don't have any trees at the landing, so we need to go ahead and get some trees, get it up. We'll get that taken care of, and then we'll get those processed and try to get a load out. And I cut those trees and put them like I did so I could skid them straight out of there. And I'm just going to go up here and turn around so I can get them in there a little straighter. Well, there's not much to say yet, or I guess not much of an update to say anything much of for Bare Rock logging for Farming Simulator 19. I don't know. I'm just not in a big hurry to release the map for some reason. I can't just make myself finish it. I'm guessing most of my problem is I'm still getting that issue where if you've got multi-sampling anti-aliasing turned on and you hop in a vehicle, the video will freeze. But I mean, I found supposedly where there was a fix for that, which was you're supposed to take the water plane from one of the stock maps and flip it upside down, make a copy of it, and all this and that. And I tried that, it didn't work. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm hoping that Giants will put out a fix for it. There's got to be another patch coming, because I mean, it sure seems to me like with the 1.2 patch they put out, it sure broke a lot of things. So surely they're going to patch it again. So I'm really just kind of waiting on that. I mean, if I put it out there and everybody's got issues with it, then I'm just going to get a bunch of flack. And if I maybe if I put it out, they'll put out a patch and it'll fix it. But I'm really kind of waiting on them to patch the game again. I think that would be best to just wait. That gives me time anyway to you know, to finalize some stuff and put a bit more detail and just things like that. So that's probably what I'll do, is just wait. And what's really cool too is if you saw my video that I put out, you know, this last video, I figured out how to get real world terrain data into Giants Editor so we can quickly build terrain and not have to worry about doing it all by hand and, you know, spending hours, probably literally hours, building the terrain. Do it all pretty much automatically, and all you gotta do is just worry about getting everything smoothed up good. Alright, I'm gonna get this, try to get this pushed up a little better. That's better. There's still some that are kind of sticking out, but I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. Let's see if I can kind of shove them in there. So yeah, I've got several maps now that I can just quickly, I mean, I've already got them, you know, the terrain's already pre-made, so I can very quickly start putting some maps together. Now if I can just find a script that has the, where I can populate the trees in there very quickly, then I'll be in business. I'll be churning out maps left and right. I still don't, I haven't seen, of course I haven't looked in the last few days, but I haven't seen anybody yet that's put out some sort of a, you know, factory type thing where you can make pallets or anything like that, or, you know, pallets of lumber, or you know, anything like that really. So alright, come on. Now, why is that getting hung up? It should come out of there. There it goes. Yeah, I'm starting to really get tired of this area right here, so probably not going to stay in this spot too much longer. Let's see if we can get some of this processed and get a load out of here. Yeah, there just hasn't been a whole lot of news farming simulator wise. I think Giants has been sort of, well, I know around Christmas time and New Year's and all, they were on break. They must have took like a month off or something, I don't know. I know the mods were stacking up. I keep seeing posts every once in a while on Facebook or Discord or somewhere. People are showing, you know, what mods are being tested at the moment by Giants, and it's like only like 6 or 7 of them, and then it says at the bottom, mods left to test like 180. So they're getting stacked up. If you're waiting on a map or a mod or something to come out, that's why, because it's not because Giants is slow. They got a ton to look at. And so I guess I can go ahead and announce that my next project will probably most likely be converting this map, the Plantation, over to 19. I've had some requests to do that, and I don't think it'll be hard. The only kind of bummer thing about it is I'm going to have to place all these trees by hand because the script I got from someone to place trees in a row doesn't work, so that's gonna be a lot of trees to put. But you know, the terrain will be already built. All I gotta do is add the roads and the, you know, the painted on texture stuff, and then of course go back and add the trees. Now of course there won't be a factory, you know, to make pallets and deliver those up to that little sell point up the road, but you know, it's just nobody's put out a pallet mill yet, or factory, lumber factory, whatever it is. Maybe in the next couple months or so somebody will, before I release, and then get it put in there, because that does add a bit of a, you know, I don't know if I'd say challenge, but I mean it adds a bit of realism and kind of something else to do sort of thing to it, because you've actually got to, you know, load the wood chips and the logs and then let it do its thing, and then you load up the pallets of lumber onto a truck or whatever and deliver it and sell it. So it's kind of neat, you know. But if there's no factory to make the lumber, then it's kind of hard to make trips to the sell point with, I guess you could sell wood chips. That's the other thing I hope somebody comes along with. That wood crusher thing is kind of neat too. I mean, not the beast or anything like that, but I'm talking about that placeable kind of factory thing that's on. Let's see, I've got one in Dodson Logging and one on the two on the plantation, I think. Can't remember now. Did I put one? Yeah, I know I put one in here. Oh, it's Pacific Inlet. Yeah, Pacific Inlet I've got two. And Dodson Logging, I did put one because of that big wood chip storage area. But I guess the plantation, I don't think I have one on here. I'll have to, I can't remember. Guess we'll just have to look whenever we take a load of logs up there. Come on. Yeah, back to Bare Rock Logging. I can't wait for everybody to get their hands on that and play, because it's an awesome map, I think. But I just can't bring myself to finish it and put it out there. For one thing, I haven't finished all the testing I want to do. I've got a spare computer that's a little bit lower, you know, specs than my gaming computer, so I was really wanting to test it out there and haven't done that yet. Mainly because I was trying to solve that multi-sampling anti-aliasing video freeze thing, which I thought I had it fixed at one point, but then when I drove to the other side of the map it did it again. I guess sort of I got halfway fixed, because if I was on one side of the map where the sawmill is, that's where the vehicle spawned, and I hopped into a vehicle, it wasn't doing it there, but when I drove across the other side of the map, it was doing it over there, so that's weird. At least now it's only doing it on half the map. Yeah, I don't know, I'll get it finished and get it released eventually, but I'm really, like I said, just kind of waiting to see if Giants is going to put out some sort of an update here pretty soon and address that issue, plus the other stuff that's going on. In fact, I think that, I can't remember, is the 1.2, is that still in beta or is that a full release? I can't remember. It may still be beta, but anyway, it needs fixing, because it seems like it broke some other stuff. I think there's lots of issues that it caused whenever they put it out. But yeah, right now I'm getting some frame rate issues. I've got a ton of trees on there, and I did bump the clip distance back, and that didn't seem to help a whole lot. I mean, it helped some, but still in some areas I'm getting some frame rate drops down to like 30 FPS, and which isn't acceptable. So I'm gonna see if I can't work on that a little bit. So I got a few more things to do. It's surprising a lot of the stuff you got to do, but before release. Because I've learned a lot, since making Dodson logging, and then the Plantation. This map was a big learning curve because I was doing it differently over there, which I think is not quite, what the same thing that can happen with 19, because they solved one of the issues, which was so in 17 when you made a map, the textures really all needed to be in there with the map file itself. Like whenever you create the map, it's a .i3d file, and it's stored, like, for example, let's just say it's in your mods folder. So Farming Simulator 17 mods, and then whatever folder your name is, in this case like the Plantation. Well, what I did was I had all the textures and other files and things on my desktop. And so I thought whenever I got ready to make the map be put out there for everybody to use it, that all I had to do was export all, and then I stuck it in a certain map or a certain folder location, and then I thought it would bring all the texture files and automatically point the texture files in the right file path in the game save, the i3d back in text, whatever it is, XML, I guess. It didn't. So I ended up with a bunch of white textures because the textures are missing. So that was a big learning curve there. But once I got it all straightened out, I think the only thing I messed up was the school bus over there behind that gas station. I think it was still white, which kind of sucks because that was kind of a neat feature. I didn't even realize, nobody even told me that school bus was white. Well, surely somebody would have told me it was. I didn't learn about it till well after the fact. Too late then to fix it. I already put out the 1.1 patch, or 1.1 version. Oh, this autosave is crazy. That's the one thing I do like about 19 is the autosave feature. You can set it for, I think it's every 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. To be honest, I haven't really even played the game that long to know if it works. About all I do is, well, I guess I can't say I don't know what it was set to, what the default is. It may be like 10 or 15 minutes. But I've really only played the game enough just to load up a lowboy with a forwarder or a harvester on the trailer and try to drive it up the hill. So I bet I haven't even spent probably, I don't know, at the most maybe half an hour in Farming Simulator 19. Yeah, like I said, I just can't bring myself to play it with just the forwarder and the harvester. I need my loaders, my processors, and fellow bunchers, all that good stuff. It's just not fun. Alright, we should have enough there for a load. That was quite a bit of logs. Oh yeah. Alright, let's get all this cleaned up. Alright, so much for that. Alright, let's see where, let's see, there's one truck. That truck's awfully dirty. Yeah, I did put a wood crusher thing over there. Okay, I thought I had, but I just couldn't remember. Well, this camera's kind of crazy on these Serious Mod trucks. Serious Mod makes some great trucks and things, but I'm not too crazy about this camera angle. For some reason, it's just weird. Well, the other reason I haven't put out very many videos, I just really haven't been into it lately. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, look, we got 646 subscribers, which I've gained a few over the last few days. So thanks for you guys for coming in there and subscribing. But, I mean, you know, I've had this graphic up here on the screen. I'm sure everybody's getting tired of looking at it, but I'm just trying to, you know, for those that come across the channel and haven't, you know, aren't subscribed or whatever, I'm hoping that maybe they'll hit that subscribe button if they like what they see. But then the other thing too is, you know, I've got 646 subscribers, and if you were to go on to YouTube right now and look at all my videos, the views I'm getting, it's only like, you know, some of them are 60, some of them are 70, 80. There's a few that's over 100. Now I've got a bunch of some of the, you know, some of the older stuff, of course, is up into the, you know, 5,000 or something. But I mean, that was been up there for a long time, and it's sort of a, well, I'm kind of embarrassed about the video anyway. I put up a video about this was before Courseplay was set up for, let's see, what was it? I guess it would have been not long after Farming Simulator 17 came out. Everybody was still waiting on, oh, now I like the way that truck gets dirty. Look at that. That's actually looks realistic. The mud on the fenders and up the doors. It's not like everywhere. That's pretty cool. Whoever did that, good job. That's awesome. This is that, you know, Peterbilt 567. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, I got distracted. So, somebody put out a mod called Auto Drive. And so I really didn't even know how it worked, and I just titled the video Auto Drive, and I got, like, I don't know, it was like my #1 viewed video, and it was really pathetic because I didn't even know how the thing worked, and everybody thought they were coming there for a tutorial on how to use Auto Drive, I guess, and it's a terrible video, to be honest. But like even my videos now, I mean, that 5,000 and something views was way back before I had this many subscribers, and so I would expect that at least every video that I put up to have, I don't know, I'm just going to say a third of this. I should have about, what, 200 and something views per video, not 80 or whatever it is. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I mean, that's not much I can do. I can't make everybody, you know, come watch the video, because I mean, it's of course your choice to watch it or not watch it, but I don't know, I'm just kind of bummed in general. I would have liked to have had 1,000 before now. I mean, I know I'm not probably the greatest YouTuber, but I mean, I think I should have 1,000 by now. So it's just, I'm just kind of bummed, because I mean, I'm not, you know, I've said this many times. I'm not trying to make any money, really. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to keep some of the money for operating expense, basically, because I mean, I've had a hard drive go out and had to replace a joystick and stuff like that. You know, stuff like that's gonna come up. Parts and pieces from the computer's gonna need replacement every once in a while. But what I'm really wanting to do is when I get to 1,000 and get my videos monetized, I'm planning on doing sort of like random giveaways, like what I did with the Tiger Cat t-shirt and hat here recently. I want to do more of that kind of stuff to actually give back to the viewers and make it fun for everybody to watch and actually, you know, kind of win something. It'd be nice to every once in a while to be eligible to win something. But I just can't do it until I get the subscriber count up and get my videos monetized again. And we'll get there, I have no doubt. But, you know, I'm not gaining enough subscribers per month or week or whatever to get there fast enough. In fact, I haven't even looked really, but I'm probably per week, let's just say week, I'm probably only averaging 2 or 3 subscribers. I was getting like 30 a month there for a while, but I think that's really slacked off. I'm not sure what it is. I've always heard that, you know, this just isn't a good time of the year or what I don't know, but something's going on because I'm just not getting the subscribers that I was used to. And you know, like I said, that's all right. I'm kind of bummed, but it's not a whole lot I can do about it. I'm not very good at all the, you know, the tricks and stuff to get subscribers. I'm not gonna bait anybody into coming to watching a video because I'm not about all that clickbait stuff. And you know, I'm really, because the majority of what I play is Farming Simulator logging. That's real specific, you know. But then again, I look at some other channels. Let me see if I can. Well, I can't really throw FDR in there because they may actually make mods, so everybody's there to see what his latest mod is or whatever. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of. I know there's some other channels out there that do specifically Farming Simulator logging, and it's got, you know, thousands of subscribers. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know there's some out there. So I don't know. Maybe everybody's over there and just doesn't know about me. But, you know, I think it also takes time because, I mean, even, let's see, about a year ago, I was probably, yeah, about a year ago, because that's about February of 18, I think, was about when YouTube changed their policy on the video monetization. And I was at about 300 and something. So I've gained almost double since then, so I guess I can't complain too much, but I just want it to go faster because like I said, one of my main goals here is to get that video monetization turned back on so I can man, that truck's loud, so I can you know, do the giveaways and stuff. Well, this truck just does not like this trailer. It's not, well, for one thing, my tires aren't on the ground, but I was going to say it doesn't want to turn, but jeez, I'm really messing this up. Yeah, this truck, this truck's not really made for this trailer. Doesn't work too good. Uh-oh. Man, I'm driving crazy tonight. Jeez. And that truck just don't have enough power. That one does, though. Got us a tag along. Maybe we can lose that tree somewhere. If not, we'll just sell it when we get up there to the sawmill. Yeah, I just really like the way this truck gets dirty. This is how it's supposed to be. You know, it's not supposed to get dirty on top of the roof, although they got the light bar. Looks like it's, yeah, they got some parts of it that's getting dirtier than others, but I don't know, I guess I can live with that. But it would be nice if that light bar and all that stuff would not get dirty. That's not too realistic, but I like the way the dirt comes up on the side of the cab. Well, looks like we're going to sell the little tag along when we get to the sawmill. Oh, we lost the little tree. Well, that was about $50,000, I think, in logs. Oh yeah, so I did get my lumber mill started back up again. You can see we've got well, about 6,800 left in there. We should have plenty of logs over here still going. These things take forever to use up. Oh, we're actually getting down pretty good. Okay, I'll have to check that here in a little bit. See if we need to add some more logs. We got 3 pallets of lumber, working on the 4th. So that's coming along pretty nice. what I'm really looking forward to also is I asked on the Discord for FDR with some of the modders and stuff if they were gonna make the mods get dirty and have all the the paint chips and wear and stuff like the Farming Simulator 19 models have, and they said yes. So that's awesome. One of the things that I had really hoped that FDR would add there towards the end of 17 was to put dirt models on the vehicles, and so they are doing that this time, so that's gonna be awesome, because I felt like that it just adds that much more realism. Like, I mean, like, look at this trailer. I mean, it looks brand spanking new. It's one of the FDR trailers, and then look at this truck. See how dirty it's getting? That's cool. I mean, that's really cool. But I don't know, I think I remember FDR saying in one of the videos that he did one time that he just didn't like the dirt stuff, but I really think it adds a lot to it. I mean, I really enjoy, now not this, I mean this looks ridiculous. See what I'm talking about, how it just kind of splotchy all over the place? I don't like that. I'd almost rather it not get dirty than get dirty like this, but that Peterbilt 567 back there, that's pretty cool. And I want to say that Serious Mods trucks get dirty like that too. That tells me that the modder actually put some detail and some thought into how the dirt should look, not just, well, it does get dirty, let's just make it dirty all over the place. Nah, that's not how it's supposed to work. Alright, come on, truck. Let's just cut this tire in half. Oh, no, missed. Alright. Man, I just don't remember this truck having this much problem with this FTR trailer. Maybe I hit it just right when I was driving it through before. Well, I know what I'm going to do here. We got a little bit of time. I'm going to grab that fellow buncher and come back over here and clear out some more of those small trees, because we just don't have a good place to park our trucks. And I need to get this loader moved over just a little bit. Just about need to get us some more trees processed, but we'll let's work on getting those little small trees cleared out so we'll have a good spot to park some trucks and get them lined up. We'll get a few of these trees cut and get them chipped up so they'll be out of the way, and the game will just be that much smoother. So yeah, just remember that when you're playing this game, the more trees you have at the closer, I guess we'll say closer, that tree disappeared. The closer clip distance, like let's say that you're making a map and giants for, let's see, Farming Simulator 19 is going to be Ravenport, so Ravenport and Fellsbrunn or whatever it's called. So we'll just say Ravenport though. So for Ravenport, I think the clip distance is 600. But let's say that the Ravenport map has 3,000 trees, and let's say that you double that and you make it 6,000 on your map. Well, you can't set it at the same clip distance because you've got twice the trees, so it's going to affect the frame rate. And also remember that whenever you're cutting trees down like this, even though we've cut these 2 trees and the stumps are gone now because this happens to be FDR's fellow buncher, which has the little stump grinder thing, is how it cuts the trees, then those trees on the ground are still being counted as objects in the game. And so let's say, for example, that we cut down a tree and we leave a little stump there. Well, then all of a sudden that becomes 2 parts that the game has to keep up with. So just keep that in mind, that you have to cut the trees and remove the stumps, and then you can free up just a little bit of one less item or 2 less items, depending on how you know, the game has to keep up with. So the more trees you cut and the more stumps you grind at the same time, then the better your game is going to perform. So I'm trying to find the balance right now on bare rock logging also of what do I set the clip distance of the trees at. Right now I think I halved them. I got them instead of 600, I think they're at 300. I meant to go like 250 or something still, because there's still some parts of the map where it drops down in the 30s, and that's just unacceptable. So I need to look at the other stuff too, like the what are they called, the guardrails, you know, for the roads. I've got some of those in some areas, and they may need to be adjusted too. So, you know, when you want to do a map right, it takes a while to get everything done up right, tested, retested, and tested again, and then finally, you know, you're ready for release. So it's a while. It's a process. And I've had a lot of requests too to make my maps for console, and I may try it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I haven't yet tried even. And I think bare rock logging would be a good one, because I'm not using anything other than I mean, I've got maybe 1 or 2 objects in there that are not from the stock Ravenport map, which I could take those out easily, I guess, and add something in there, or maybe just take them out completely and redo that little spot. But I've got some power lines that I brought over from 17, or power poles or something, and I've got the cabin up there by that lake. It's a model I got from somewhere. I'm not even sure where I got it, so I probably have to remove that, possibly. They may accept it, I don't know, but I'm just not sure. I'm not even sure if I want to fool with giants trying to get my maps on console. I don't even have a Xbox or PlayStation or anything to test it on, so I don't know. I had an Xbox One there for a while, and I just got to where I wasn't playing it much and kind of needed the money, so I sold it on eBay. But I don't have the Xbox anymore. Alright, let's see how that's looking. Oh yeah, that's a bunch of room. Okay. Now let's get a few more of these little trees over here on this side cleared out. We'll just kind of go right up there to where it starts to curve. Just enough to park a truck in here. That's all I want to do. maybe the next 4 trees or so should be enough to get us good and clear. And there's 2. And there's 3. And the last one. There's a few more little trees along the way there, but I just wanted to kind of clear off a good spot to where we could park 2 or 3 trucks, get them lined up, you know, and we'll jump in the wood chipper here real quick and get this stuff picked up so it'll be out of the game. And in fact, I think I'm just gonna park the fella buncher just right up here, because I think what I want to do is kind of come back up this way and start cutting a few of these big trees here. Alright, let's get this stuff chipped up. I think I pretty much decided I'm not going to do any of these little small trees anymore. They're such a pain to deal with. I mean, it looks pretty cool because it adds a bit of realism, you know, with the little small trees. But, man, they're a pain to deal with. The loader can't pick them up. The fellow buncher doesn't process them very well or cut them very well. Just lots of stuff. Oh, yeah, I was going to clean this thing up. I really don't like the way this truck gets dirty. It's just looks ridiculous. Cool truck, but I don't like the way it gets dirty. I don't like the mirrors either. You can't see anything out of this. You see the seat in that one, and all you can see in this one over here is way out to the left. There's that truck. Yeah, let's get this one up here first. And then what we'll do is we'll hop in this red Peterbilt and get that load of wood chips delivered somewhere. Either put them in the storage bin or sell them. Probably put them in the storage bin. I think it's pretty cool. I like using the dozer to push those wood chips around. It's kind of fun. Yeah, and here's where Serious Mod's truck really lacks. It just doesn't have enough power. I've got it floored and I'm going backwards. Yeah, it's probably why I wasn't using that truck. Alright, well, let's see. And now I got it stuck. That's just great. Alright, well, we won't use that truck. I'm gonna park this. In fact, well, let's see. Oh man, what a mess. I tell you, I'm just not having any luck driving these trucks tonight. Let's just drive this truck on out there. I was going to use that truck, but it's basically the same thing as this truck. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to get this trailer turned around, and then we're going to hook up this trailer to this other truck we just drove over here. And since the fellow buncher's there, we're going to park this truck over here on this side. Alright, now let's grab that red Peterbilt and get the wood chips delivered. Because I need to free up this anyway, because I've got my wood chipper up there is getting a little full. I forgot that was a train horn truck. It's like, I haven't heard what the horn sounds like in this thing in a while. I don't remember. And it was like, oh yeah, the train horn. Nice. Alright, well, we've already gone over an hour, but I'm just going to go ahead and kind of end the video here. I'm going to hop in this dozer and push this pile up a little bit. It's always fun. And so, thanks for watching. I'll try to put more videos up when I can. I was hoping to get back on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, but I've gotten a little busy at work, and it's just I normally record during my lunch break, so it's a little tough to do that sometimes, but I'll try my best to get back on schedule. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for today, and hope y'all enjoyed, and y'all have a good weekend. It's gonna be wet for me, another wet weekend, but anyway, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you on Monday, hopefully. Thanks for watching.